Alright, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. I'm your host, Mr. Renew, and we got our 25 days of Christmas. If I'm sounding kind of tired, that's because I am. That's okay. Been working hard. Feel like I've been hardly working, but nah, I did a lot. I'm pretty proud of myself, and you know what? I still missed the deadline. That's alright. I still did what I needed to do, and I fixed it all up, and it's ready. And I'm probably gonna do an early release, just for my people who've been, watching the videos over and over. Like, I know I watch my same readers over and over on a daily, like a TV show, a radio show. I see these readings as radio shows, but things just to listen to. And I got my readers that I look forward to hearing every day. So I'm hoping that, that those people who do tune in to me on a daily, that I'm doing enough for you. And I just want to make sure that I appreciate you. I'm grateful. I'm excited for the chance where it'll be like thousands of people who view the video, but like still, even to this day, I'm just gonna always be grateful that there's just people watching, because I really believe that I have a really great grasp and understanding of the universe, the world, and life. I have a really good point of view. I think it's very grounded, which is why I keep saying it's really, really good. It's very grounded, and that means it's deep, but that means it's big. But I think I present it in nice fractals and small chunks to where it is digestible. But as I said yesterday, it saddens me that not enough people can see the full picture. So I guess I gotta just keep on keeping on, making a list, being that emperor, and providing all the little slices of this mosaic, and just hope that those who can see enough will see enough, and they'll be blessed just like I was. But that really helps me feel the energy of yesterday, which was us walking into the full energy. And today, I lived a very different life today, like a life I wasn't even used to. It was very strange, like my behavior, but there's many times where I just sit back and I watch myself just be and do stuff and live off my own intuition. And it's like, if I have a day off, why not? Like, why would I be so strict with my schedule when every single day I gotta go to work and, take my kids to school and cook dinner, and I already got a routine. So like on my day off, why would I force myself to have a routine? No, day off, I'm taking a break from being so focused. But that allows you to focus on your interest. So the freedom of being in control and knowing that you can stay in control helps you be in control when you take action on things anew. So I'm excited I got those videos out. Christmas is when we're going to release the book, but again, I think I'm going to actually do a pre-sale, just for the people who just want to support me. And y'all can give me some feedback. Like I said, if y'all want a free book, I'll do that too. I just want even exchange. So, alright. Let's see what the overall energy is for today on this 21st. Oh, slipped on out. There it is. So, overall energy today is the Seven of Needles. I think the Seven of Needles is pretty cool because in the Seven of Swords, that's showing something kind of sneaking away, and I, I I don't see it as sneaking. I see it as strategy, and strategies can be sneaky, but in the core essence, it's just, you know, something being hidden or something being kept away or something being swept away or taken away. It is the away aspect. So, what is the difference? Well, swords cut things to separate, needles pull things together to unify. So there's a whole different point of view about those things that are secret, and that's the really the big key with these cards and how they vary. I want to show you the difference. So our overall energy is the Seven of Needles, and this represents the sneaky behavior. You may need to play your cards close to your chest. If you're trying to solve a problem, think outside the box. Sometimes the obvious conventional path isn't the one that will take you where you want to go. This is upright energy, but on the inverse or the reverse, Seven of Needles shows up when it's time to face the truth. You know it's better to be honest with yourself in the long run. Acknowledging the reality and working through it will benefit you in the end. Be brave. And so, what this really tells me is that we're stepping into a situation where we're going to have to learn how to be ourselves, but be layered. We got to put up our boundaries, put up the walls, but be open. It's like we got to learn how to play this game of like giving people what they want, but making them want more. Being mysterious. And I don't think we have to try too hard. Exactly. I think it's already been grounded in us because you've been being your own unique self. And because of that, I think you learned how to really just present the parts of you that needs to be shown. I just feel like you need to be picking and choosing a little bit more closely. And I think this is exactly what this is selling to us. The Seven of Cups normally is illusions. Seven of Potions is kind of similar. It's like I got juice, but is it expired or not, kind of thing. I got this water, but is it tap water or is this bottled water? I got this cup over here, and I, what is it over there? I don't know. It's something that's sealed. We can't even see. That is the idea of the Seven of Potions. Seven of Potions with the Seven of Needles is telling me that you really gotta step into your intuition and stick to your guidance on the inside. Yeah, your higher form. You gotta listen to your higher self, do some kind of change that is going to create illusions and is going to create a means where you're going to want to need to protect yourself. You're going to want to protect yourself. You're going to need to protect yourself. And at the end of the day, you don't even really know what you're going to protect yourself from. But it looks like something that you've already been through. This is screaming overwork to me. You're not going to you're going to put up boundaries for the things that you're doing, but you're going to allow for things to come in the layered versions that you know it should. So I feel like if people are pressuring you, you're not going to care. For me, I pressured myself today. I was pretty much by myself today. And there was a few incidences where I was interacting with others, but some were good, some were bad. It just, I didn't care. I didn't overthink it. I didn't think about it too much. I just kind of moved on. I didn't let the things stop me or slow me down, and I didn't let it like beat me down. I just did what I needed to do. Just was disciplined in that, and I didn't let anything bring me down. Even though I did things to bring me down, but that bring me down was to lift me up. I'm at a point to where I'm ready for the creations to come out, and really, I'm happy to see this because, like, I don't feel the need of these current devils in my life any longer to get me through. It just is not there. it's enough for me to feel like a rebel when I'm taking a nap at like 11 a.m. Like, that is crazy to me. So if I can do something like that, that's the thing that I want to do. Even though, I feel like I should do this, or I feel like I should do that, or I feel like you know, I'm missing out on this or missing out. No, I'm comfortable with missing out on whatever if I can tune into myself. Exactly. I don't need, like, I might want certain things. You forgot the guests are running low or are running late. Sorry. I might want certain things that are like this, but I don't have that need. And I made that list and I realized that there's certain parts of those things I don't need. And I'm starting to realize that I can use these things in certain ways, but I don't need to use them for most of my days. I'm realizing how much more accomplished I am and like how valuable I am in certain areas that I didn't think I was without having the liquid courage, let's say. But in the case of this, whatever your stimuli, whether it's a mask, whether it's money, whether it's your friend group, whether it's your status, you're here. And because you're here, you can identify parts of you and details of yourself that are good or bad for whatever you got going on. And of these details that you have that are signifying and identifying different devils, you can start to see your own self-sabotage by the way of you not listening to your intuition, and then you transmuting it into a way to where your non-listen to intuition becomes a benefit of you, which means you would miss something that you would do, but because you're changing, it's something that you wouldn't do, or because maybe you've been drinking or smoking or lying or cheating or doing whatever that you shouldn't be doing that's devil-like, not following your intuition. It Thank God that you're blessed enough to have it come around full circle to where you can see which one of those things need to fucking go. You can see the cause of the emotions of the bullshit that is making you want to stay. And then you can move towards the creation of what's happening anew. What's new? Let's find out. Oh, the newness is the movement from the old. That's it. It's restoration. I'm here in chapter 9, which is, yep, exactly. It's finding a new value point in space to where, like, the things that are negative, the things that are making you feel kind of down and low, those things can be found as values of places where you want to grow. You can be okay knowing that you're lackluster in certain areas. You're the full. Things are new. I got what I have, and I don't have what I don't. So when I get to a town, I'll restock all the things I need. Until then, I'm not going to complain. That's this in its movement form. This is us moving forward. Oh, and we don't mind the work. Six of Pentacles. We don't mind the gifts. We don't mind the give. We don't mind the areas of energy of deep depletion. We don't care anymore because we feel better with what we got going on for ourselves, even when we can barely feel it. Even when we don't even know if it's going to last. Even if it's bottled up and has to be stagnant and stored away. We feel okay. I think we are changing our mindset of what it means to be chosen, what it means to be blessed, what it means to be in a place to where you can bring life and love to people. I think we're starting to really value the change that we bring to others, and it's coming in ways that you wouldn't have expected it, like going back and working hard on something that you haven't done in a while just to see how much beautiful work you put in and be impressed with yourself as if you were a stranger. You forgot who you was and you don't even resonate with it, But then when you find out what you've been doing, you realize that you resonate so much and you're so happy that you're able to find this. And then it clicks and you remember that it's you who found yourself. It's you who found your previous work. It was you who brought your attention to the attention of your past. I saw a card. I don't know where it went. Let's keep it going. So, we have the passions through the gifts of gift giving. The passions through the gifts of gift giving. When you give gifts, you should want to exchange. But gifts to parents are different from gifts to spouses, which can be different from spouses and children's gift presented at the same time versus spousal and children's gifts presented at different times versus just parent gifts. Those are different aspects that we can understand in regards to this two of fires, different passions altogether, but the passions are always being given in smaller fractal increments. And these pieces that we can provide are all coming from this ace, this routine aspect of our mind, of our heart, of our body, of our soul, which allows us to maintain a new thought upon the things that we value, things that we don't, and the benefit we can gain if we were to add value upon it. If we can keep putting in the work. Making a justice call. Making a justice call. Alright. I need, yep. 2 more cards, then we finishing up. So, our 2 cards is making magic with the new responsibilities that you have because you're taking everything in stride and you're being a novice, but you're using your expertise. So you're a high level, highly talented novice, but you're not a novice. You're not at the beginner stages. You just feel that way. So what do? We show you that you can make a change by allowing yourself to work magic with the routines of the passions that you already claim. And instead of seeing these things as individuals, you place them into a single spot. And now you don't value the low dimness, you value the multitude of low dimness within each of these lights. And you say, wow, they're working together with least minimum effort. The least minimum effort. It reminded me of an extremely low frequency wave or an elf wave. It's little elves, creepy people. so, so, let's finish up. Realizing the responsibilities that we have, they're great and there's ours for the taking, and to take them and make them into a new. Alright. What's your final message? What's your final message? What's our final message? Okay, we got a few cards that came up for the final. The final message says, whatever is on your mind, on your word, you address those issues. What seems to be on your mind and on your issue is you don't know how to be okay with the situation at hand if you're not working on something. In other words, you always distract yourself from the boredom of nothingness. Stop doing that. You need to stop doing that so you can let the thoughts that you're worrying about come up and then pass you by because you don't give a fuck about them. They're just in you still. You got to like purge and detox a portion of you that prevents you from living and creating in this responsible manner because you're worried about certain things that make you stressed. And then when you're stressed, you go to the devil and then you make an exchange. And that's okay. I mean, because it helps you live, but you have the part of you that doesn't want to do that. So you're starting to become more drawn into the limbo neutral state, and it's about time for you to make a choice. So, are you going to make the choice to maintain what you've been doing, or are you going to make the choice to say, hey, I can turn around, I can see these other potion bottles behind me, I can pick myself up, I can value this experience, I can value that experience, I can value what happens when I put them together, and I can value none of them whatsoever. I can make the choice, but I gotta decide what I'm choosing against. One more card. Perfect. Take action, baby. Take that action, make it happen. Again, make the transformation occur. This is King of Wands energy mixed with a Scorpio. So imagine a Leo and a Scorpio. Stern, stubborn, caring, compassionate, but most likely firm boundaries. Some people might even say an asshole. Be an asshole to those devils inside of you and make sure that you can move on to a better place with honor and with grace. All right, I'll see you next time. Peace.